during this call. So we want you to definitely participate and answer the questions as we ask them. Now, if you have questions during the presentation, go ahead and drop those questions in the chat during the presentation. And along the way, I will be able to moderate those comments and ask Dr. Chow the questions. So now, with no further ado, we are ready to get started. We still got people coming in, but I would like for you to give a very, very warm welcome to the creator of Beyond B&B Secrets, Dr. Chow. Welcome.
How are you guys doing out there? Man, good to see you guys. Let's turn on your camera, guys. Come on. We have some fun tonight. I see you guys. I see Tina here. And who else? Yeah, turn on your camera. There you go, Daniel. Okay. Cyrus. Okay. Mei Ling, Rashmi. Hello. Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? Drop some fireballs in the chat if you're alive today. Okay. Good. Welcome. Linda. Yes, I see you, Cyrus. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Who in here excited to get financial freedom? Okay. All right. Yes, you're alive. That's right. Nino, allow me to share my screen. So Nino is my assistant, also operation manager here. If you need anything, put down in the chat. Ask for Nino, okay? So other than that, let's get things going here. So I know your time's super valuable, so is mine. So I'm going to do everything in my power today to show you guys how to make multiple six-figure income working just a few hours a week, okay? Leveraging somebody else's property, somebody else's time, somebody else's money, somebody else's stuff. Okay, it's all about leverage. Who understand that the number one key to success is leverage, right? So, all right. So I'm going to share you this presentation here. Okay. All right. Second here. All right, so my presentation, how I got absolute financial freedom by early 30s, okay? And how you can do it too, even if you have no idea where to begin, okay? So I will make everything possible to make it worth your while tonight. And I'll share with you some of the hidden gems that I have picked up over 7 years doing this that allow me to retire early 30s and travel around the world and today hang out with multi-billionaires every single week, right? So last week, who was I with last week? I was with Russell Brunson a couple weeks ago, and then I went to it's been crazy. Then I went hang out with Tony Robbins. I'm a Tony Robbins Platinum partner, and then just right before that, I was hanging out with Grant Cardone, right? Grant Cardone on the TV show, on his TV show that you guys gonna be seeing me on TV pretty soon. So that's very awesome. Who in here would like to hang out with these amazing billionaires, right? So that's why I'm going to share with you how I got this lifestyle, and more importantly, how you can do it too. Okay. So you guys probably see this with what? Okay, I think most people have seen that, so I want to skip that video, but my goal for this training is to teach you how to make multiple six-figure without owning any properties if you don't want to, and stuff beyond Airbnb that nobody else is teaching. Okay, it's about corporate housing. Who here understand that corporate clients is the most valuable clients out there? It's the most important. Why? Because they stay longer, they pay better, and they don't complain and all of that, right? Because they don't throw parties at the Airbnb. And nobody else is teaching this in the marketplace out there. I know this for a fact because it's a very small circle with the corporate housing. And I'm the only one that actually sharing this, that actually have over 30 properties and 7 years experience, okay? So I show you exactly how to build a profitable business today, not tomorrow, today. And I will reveal you the simple secrets that gave me a booming business while I'm able to travel around the world and enjoy the time with my loved one, okay? However, before I dive in, can I share with you a little bit about my story? Because a lot of you might not know who I am, right? So Can I share that with you, the story? Yeah. So I came here as an immigrant from a third world country, right? We came here, just me, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I. This is us four right here to the left, right? This is where we came from, Vietnam. It's you know, as you can see there, just all the shacks in the background. All of us, all these people here stay in one home, okay? And we came to America because of the American dream, right? So we first came over here, we all had to sleep, all four of us, in this one tiny one-bedroom apartment, in literally one mattress. This is how big our backyard is. When we walk out, take a picture of the fence, right? So we all had to four sleep in that one tiny bedroom for years, learning the language, learning the culture, learning, getting connections, because we didn't know really anybody except my uncle. Okay. So and we had to do whatever it takes. You just imagine your family, if my mom and dad was middle-aged, like 40s and 50s. They had to start all over in a brand new world, a brand new country, without any resources or without any English either. Okay, imagine that for you as well. You know how you feel, right? So they were depressed for years, right? And I had to see them work manual labor job. They had a job in the dry cleaner, and if you know anything about dry cleaner, it's super hot, right? We live in the South as well, in South Carolina, and then it was super hot, super humid as well, right? And then on top of that, the dry cleaner machine will make it even 120, 30 plus degrees, right? 100 plus humidity every single day. I see them blood, sweat, and tears, you know, cleaning dirty clothes and fixing the smallest little thing and burn themselves and cut themselves every single day just to put food on the table. Okay. So one night I saw my mom came home with cooking with one hand, right? And she was holding her hand and she got tears coming down her eyes. And I was like, Mom, are you okay? You know, what's wrong? And she said, she stuck it up and said, no, I'm fine, baby, I'm fine. She burned herself and I knew it, right? And she stuck it up and deal with it. However, I know she wasn't fine, right? And that was the day that I was determined. I promised myself that, Mom, no matter what, I would do whatever it takes to help you, retire you someday, buy you that dream home, travel around the world with you, take care of that as well, my whole family. Never have to worry about a thing. Okay. So we thought the way, how many here had promised like that, you know, whether explicitly or internally for you and your family, right? Raise your hand. Okay. Use some icons, right? Drop some hearts, man. So we thought a way to get to that, our dream is to go to school, get a good grade, get a good job, become somebody professional, doctor, lawyer, engineer, right? How we've been taught that dream, right? And that's what I did for another 8 years of school. Okay. Now this time it was freezing cold in Utah. I went to school in Utah, of all places. Don't ask me why. Okay. I love Utah, but it was freezing cold. I had to sleep on a one twin mattress on the basement of a 5-bedroom frat house, very much. You can imagine how that went, right? I had to survive off like ramen noodles, dollar menu, and Little Caesar pizza, Subway, right? I hope you can relate, okay? But I did that for 8 years, right? Imagine doing that for 8 years. And every day I was just stressing on see how I can pass the test or not, right? And my mom and dad had to sacrifice everything to put me through school. The whole thing cost about $400,000 that we did not have, right? So then I went out, graduated, did whatever it takes, graduated, became a pharmacist, got the white coat. Within the first year, guys, I became the #1 pharmacy in the whole district for a Fortune 10 company. Okay. So I thought I made it. I was like, man, Mom, Dad, no, don't worry about a thing. I made it now. We won the award. We got the plaque. We got everything, right? However, what I found was what we got was just a trapped corporate slave. I was frustrated. I was burnt out. I was driving an hour to work, an hour home, right? Working 10 hours plus, skipping lunches a lot of time, no breaks. Instead of getting me more help, they cut down my help, my tech hours, because I was able to meet KPIs. So they know that I can handle more, right? And then instead of giving me a big raise for being number one, I got the same raise everybody else, like just 2% a year. I mean, that's ridiculous. That doesn't even keep up with inflation, right? And then on top of that was adding on all kind of responsibilities, and it was more like, the pill meal for pharmacies, not really patient care. Okay. So I found out that I climbed the ladder of success to the top. Took us 8 years to do it, but I found out it was leaning against the wrong wall. How many here have ever had that experience before? Okay. Drop some hearts in the chat, right? So that's what happened. And I thought I made it again. But on top of this, my mom was diagnosed with cancer at the time. So I was like, I got to take care of her somehow. Okay. And this is not going to cut it, because I was living paycheck to paycheck, even at pharmacist level, because I had a lot of school loans and I didn't understand the tax system. So I was getting killed by taxes because I didn't have a business. You see what I'm saying? So then I tried all kind of businesses you can imagine, from online drop shipping, offline drop shipping, eBay. How many try eBay, Amazon, right? Trading crypto, trading Forex, invest in stocks, MLMs, the 3 feet rule, like go out there and contact everybody in the world and try to sell them something, right? The multi-level marketing, okay? Did all kind of like anything. I try everything basically. However, I found out that businesses require 2 things, either a lot of money or a lot of time, which I did not have, right? So I was like, what is that one business that doesn't require a lot of money and doesn't require a lot of time? Because I did not have either one, right? I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of time, okay? I was a trapped corporate slave, right? I had the looks, the out from the outside, but really nothing on the inside. So then I even try like investing in multifamily. I really try investing in multifamily as well, right? Well, in order for you to make like, 5-10K a month, you need like millions of dollars to invest in any kind of vehicle to get that passive income. I didn't have millions of dollars. And how long would it take me to save millions of dollars? Like never, right? So what is that one vehicle that am I able to do that doesn't require a lot of money, doesn't require a lot of time, and I'm able to get it to scale fast? Okay, so imagine where I'm at. And then I finally discovered that one vehicle that I'm so excited to help you, to share with you today, that got me absolute financial freedom, like living the life of absolute financial freedom today, okay? So the old model is exchange your time for money directly, right? 1 hour of your life equal an X amount of dollars, or salary is even worse because they own you now. They can work your butt off, suck the life out of you. And then you tell me to put into my retirement account for 50 years from now, maybe, just maybe, I'd be alive, and maybe that we actually have some money left in that basket, so that way we can enjoy our life 50 years from now. I mean, shoot, 50 years from now, I'd be like 80 something, right? How old will you be 50 years from now? I was like, that doesn't add up, and all these hedge funds managers are eating calamari and whatever the hell it is called. I don't even say it right. Driving Ferrari and landing on helicopter, right? While the regular people just slave away. Something's wrong there, okay? So that's the old model. Now, I'm not anything special, guy. I made a ton of mistakes. I didn't understand how to pick the right location, the right neighborhood, HOA. I didn't know how to make it profitable by working less. Working smart, guys, not working hard, right? Because how many people know people that work hard and are still broke? Okay, so working hard is not the answer, guys. It's working smart, modeling somebody that already been there and done it. Okay, so, and I didn't understand how to pitch a landlord to increase my unit and scale my business either. I was too stubborn to look for ways, for a proven way. I thought I knew it all. I thought I can do everything myself, right? I felt completely lost to start trying the Airbnb business on my own. Okay. So I had no mentor, no support group, no help with all the little stuff that come with it being the Airbnb mega host, right? And I remember the moment that really like triggered me, that made me like, I gotta figure this shit out, because it was like 3 a.m. in the hospital, and my mom was about to go through brain cancer surgery, because she had brain cancer. And I was sobbing, I was crying like crazy, right? I was trying to suck it up and show her that I'm strong. But all I could think about was I had to go back to work the next day. I couldn't even stay with my mama for as much as I can, right? So I was like, I was determined this got to change, right? No more bullshitting. This, I got to do something here. So anyway, when I first started out, when I was doing this, I actually lost thousands of hours, $10,000, closed down more than 10 Airbnbs, guys. But my point is I can save you from these nightmares, right? What I learned from through all these years of doing all kind of businesses and trying to do all kind of things, I can save you from these nightmares of doing all these like crazy things, right? So again, frustrated, burnout, trapped. How many has ever felt like frustrated, burnout, or trapped, right? Okay, yeah, thanks for participating. So I lost miserable, rock bottom. But this is when I met somebody, gave me the epiphany. What is the epiphany? This I did change my life, right? So pay attention real quick. I could rent a vacant home and sublet and scale to freedom. That's it. You don't have to own the home. You want to control the home. Question, does Airbnb own any properties? You know, drop down in chat. You know, does Airbnb own any properties?
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, they don't, right?
Right.
So exactly. So, you know, and isn't they the biggest hospitality company in the world? They are, right? And the richest too. So does Uber own any cars, right? So the idea of owning is, you know, I still like it, right? But however, you don't have to own it to make money from it. You know, you don't have to own everything. You want to control everything. Write that down, right? So with the idea of just renting it and then sublet it out to companies for one home that you buy, you can do 10 arbitrage. We call them arbitrage. Arbitrage, basically the difference between the price that you rent it vacant and the price that you will be renting it out to companies, okay? And that difference is called arbitrage. So that's why we just call it arbitrage. So for one, listen, so if you can, instead of buying one home, like I had my mind, I'm going to buy a home, invest a home, right? I can do 10 arbitrage with the same amount of money. You understand? The same amount of money. You do 10 arbitrage, you can make about 20K a month in almost passive income. How many in here do 20K a month in almost passive income will change your life? Okay, let's be real, let's be honest here, okay? Imagine you having 20K a month every single month coming in, whether you work or not, right? You know, so that really gonna change your life, okay? And this idea changed my life, for sure. So I ended up to scale to 23 Airbnbs, making 6 figures within months. Here are the screenshots, right? You know, within just 1 month in October, almost 100K. This is just Airbnb. This is not counting the checks I'm holding in my hand. You look closely, it's 4, 5, 6K per checks. And these are direct bookings, not just from Airbnb, but from the companies, from the corporate clients, right? Those are the biggest thing. And now I'm have also VRBO as well and other platform, other sources that I built over the 7 years. So what is the new model, guys? The new model is you want to create an equitable, scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money, guys. You want to earn money while you sleep, literally. And this is literally what we are doing. We earn money while we sleep with this business. You understand that? Super important, okay? And then you want to continue to reinvest into your business for years to come, right? So when I was making money, I don't just go out and spend it. I put it back into my business, you know, and I snowball it. So I open up one at a time, right? One at a time. And then I take the money that I make, open up another one. Next thing you know, I have 10. Next thing you know, I have 15. Next thing you know, I have 20. Next thing you know, I have 30 now, right? So you want to snowball that, and then you want to have multiple streams of income. Is the golden pie, the golden ticket right there to financial freedom.
Yes, Dr. C, do you want questions now or do you want to take them later?
We take them later, but unless it's like really relevant or you think it's something that we need to cover real quick.
Okay. Well, they were just asking what happens if the landlord wants to terminate the contract or if the owners want
Yeah,
to.
we'll handle that later. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll definitely handle all that later. Yeah. But so anyway, so watch how you're in. So listen, this is the most important ideas here. So focus on the big things right now. So multiple streams of income. Why is that important? Because when I was a pharmacist, I had how many sources of income? One, right? And I want you to think how many sources of income you have. I had one source of income as a pharmacist. And when I became a realtor, I had another source of income, right? So when I was only had one source of income, if something happened to me, what happened to my income? Gone, right? Done. Is the company gonna really take care of my property? No, right? So, and you too, think about it. You know, if something happened to you, what will happen to your income, right? If it's active income, like I did, like being a realtor is an active income. You know, anything that you actually have to trade your time, your physical time, energy for is active income. Big difference between active and passive, right? So passive, when you make money while you sleep, you know how to leverage your system, leverage other people, time, energy, money. In this case, leverage other people property in order for you to make money while you sleep. So that way you can have the lifestyle, the financial freedom, right? And then you have multiple streams of income. So this will keep your financial freedom and security, because instead of like right now I have 30 something source of income, right? If two of them burned out, two of the houses burned out right now as I talk to you, what percentage of my income is that? That's only 5% of my income, right? So I still have 95% of my income left. You see what I'm saying? So you really think it's going to change my life at all if two of the houses burned out as I talk to you right now? No, right? My life's still good. Okay. So I want you to have multiple streams of income. And this is the best way for you to get multiple streams of income fast and the safest way. Okay. So who is this for? People who are serious about creating long-term business the right way, automatic, scalable. If you're a doer, not just a talker and thinker. And if you're not satisfied with average normal life, you know you deserve more. Okay. Who in here know you deserve more? Right. And I want to give you guys a round of applause right now, because I know you guys, I know you deserve more. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Right. So, and I know you are serious. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So I want to applaud you guys for committing and taking the step to, you know, to further your education, further your training, and to really go after it. Okay. So again, why is this different? Because I have invested over $1 million into my mindset, my strategies, and I really figured this out. What is my one mission? It's to help 1 million families to get financial freedom by 2027. And I really want that family to be you as well, right? How many here would like to be one of those families? Okay. So what is corporate housing arbitrage? Basically leveraging other people's property through subleasing agreement, and then you lease them out to our other platform outside of just Airbnb and VRBO, right? We have a bunch of other sources outside of Airbnb and VRBO, okay? So it's not really active income where you do not directly exchange your time for money. This is almost passive. It's not 100% passive, but it's only going to be a few hours a week, but you make multiple six figures, right? How many here would deny working just a few hours a week from anywhere around the world and making multiple six-figure income? Okay, so this is how successful people become wealthy. They know how to leverage. They let money, time, leverage out of time, money, energy, right? So corporate, what do you mean? What I mean by corporate is like construction company, IT companies, insurance, housing, where families go through a disaster, they need a place to stay while they're home going through renovations, relocation companies, corporate events, TV shows. I mean, the list goes on. Like there's so many possibilities. Travel medical professionals, you know, all of those are corporate, right? So it's so much better than vacations like 9 days, because I had run 20 vacation rental before, 23, right? I was pulling my hair out. I was just like frustrated because it's just so much work. It's like another big like job, right? But at the moment I switched, I would put like minimum 30 nights, and I'd only deal with mostly corporate clients. It's 9 days, guys. Okay, that's what really saved me from the COVID as well, because as you know, COVID shut down a ton of vacation rental. One of my two of my coaches, they're Fred and Jackie. I'm not sure if they're on here. Let me know if they're on here. but they had over 120 vacation rental before COVID. And during COVID, they lost 95% of their businesses. Okay, imagine building it all up. 120 took them years and years of blood, sweat, and tears, and all shut down, pretty much, right? But now they rebuild it to about 35 corporate rental right now. However, the most important thing is the 35 corporate rental, they are making as much as the 100 vacation rental. Number one. Number two, they travel anywhere, do whatever they want to do now, right? Living a life of absolute financial freedom. Okay, so it doesn't have to be tied down on anything, right? So anyway, the fast method. What is the fast method? Who do you want to make money fast? Okay, who do you want to make money slow? Okay, so it doesn't make sense to me. Why do you want to make money slow? I want to make money fast, and I want to invest it fast, and I want to have the freedom fast. I don't want to be, retire or have the financial freedom in my 60s or 70s. No, man, I want to do it in my early 30s, which is exactly what I did. So F, find the right location. Okay, what is to find the right location? A, to ask the sublease. S is to set up to stand now, and T, to tap into corporate clients. So what's the number one rule in real estate? Number one rule in real estate, drop it down.
Location, location, location.
Yes, exactly. So other companies, other places will tell you, you got to do a ton of research, a ton of software to find the right location, right? We use a proprietary system. What if I can tell you that you don't have to do a ton of research, you don't have to do a ton of software, you don't have to pay a ton of money, and you can find the best location within minutes? And I'm going to share that with you for free right now. Wouldn't that be valuable for you?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely valuable for you. So I'm going to share with you right now. It's called the 3 H's system. What are the 3 H's? Any guess down there in the chat?
Yes, you can drop it in the chat. What do you think the 3 H's are?
Yeah.
Anybody? H.
Yeah.
What about hotels?
Yes, hotels, exactly. That's 1 H. Your hand, yeah. So
Somebody says house.
House, no. What else?
Well, I know, like, I live right off of the freeway, so highway might be one.
Yeah, highways.
Harbors,
Yep.
hotspots in the chat. These are guesses.
What are the other guesses?
Harbors and hot.
Hot, okay.
Hospitality.
Yeah, so highways is right. Hotels is right. And highways, hospitals, and hotels. Those are the 3 H's. Okay. Why? Anybody know why? Put it down in the chat, Because these people already done their research, guys. These people already done their ton of research, millions of dollars, years. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, right? They drop $100 million. Some of you think they've done the research, right? And I even give you like 2 more H's. It's actually 5 H's. I usually don't share this, but since I like you guys, I want to over-deliver. 2 more H's, guys. Any guess out there? I doubt anybody guess it, unless you're my student. So I'm just going to give it to you anyway. So 1 is headquarters. Headquarters. The other H is higher education. Universities, right? So as long as you've got the checks of all of these 5 things, 90-something% chance you're going to get an amazing location. Okay, so that's all you really need to find the right location. That's number 1 rule in real estate, right? And I just give you the secrets that took me 7 years to figure out. Okay, is that worth your while? Yeah. So focus on that, guys. You don't need to do a ton of research. You don't need to do a ton of stuff. Just look for that. Okay,
Hey,
where are
Dr.
the
C,
2 highway intersects?
Can you review all 5 of the H's for us real quick?
Yeah, so highways, hospitals, hotels, higher education, and headquarters. Okay. Yes, so that is how you find the right location. And that will save you, that alone right there will make you millions of dollars. You'll get that over your lifetime if you just focus on that. Find the right location. A, to ask the sublease. Okay, how do you pitch the landlord, right? So other people will tell you, most people out there will tell you to pitch them, do Airbnb, right? Do vacation rental. Hey man, I love your house, can I Airbnb it, right? Vacation rental is hot, man. It's great, blah, 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 right? But bro, like, does that really work? You know, it's not very strong, right?
Right.
How about instead of, you know, just talking about Airbnb, talk about corporate housing. What do you want to rent to corporate clients? Wouldn't that be a lot better than a bunch of frat boys going vacation rental during spring break, right?
Yes.
Who in here gonna take care of the property better, right? Who in here gonna stay longer? So this is out the way we pitch it, guys. Ready? This pitch, maybe millions of dollars, okay? So, hey, let's say D, you're a corporate, you're a landlord. Hey, D, we actually have a corporate housing network, over 200 members now, actually. Over 100 properties we have done nationwide, combined 20 years experience. Here's our website, here's our partnership website, and we are expanding right now. We want to see if your property qualifies for what we do. If it is qualified, one, I'm going to clean it every single few months, professionally clean, we're going to pay for it. Secondly, any maintenance under $200, we're going to pay for it. We're not even going to bother you, right? And then three, we have corporate clients. So these are professionals. So they're going to take care of the property super well. You don't have to worry about anything, okay? So let me ask you this, with all the above that I'm doing for you, is any of the other tenants offer you these things that I'm offering you, D?
No, and I'm in because, like, if I was an owner and I heard that, the first thing I would think is these are high quality tenants, corporate, and plus you're going to do professional cleaning and handle all maintenance, $200 and less. Sign me up right now.
Yeah, exactly, right? And I even give you the age collar, even like if you like the property so much and they will still say no after all of that. Hey, what if I can pay you $200 above market rent? Who does that?
Sign me up twice.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you are standing head and shoulder above the competition of all the people trying to get vacation rental, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then you use the leverage and the network. What we build is we build a network, not just a one-man show, right? You don't want to, who in here wants to go to war by yourself? Okay. If you do, don't invite us. Okay. I'm not joining you. Okay. So that's what we build an army here, guys. Hundreds of members. Right? We got a professional website, we got the partners as well, and then we're ready as rock and roll, right? So here, I'll show you my website real quick. It's pretty cool. For those who want to check us out, just go to beyondchn.com for the network. So this, you see, is professional. We show it. We are in most of the states now with our network, right? And then we'll click on partnership and we just show them, hey, these are our amazing partners, right? Right. So then you click on one of these, you know, in our network, we got a ton, right? You click on one of these, and then they lead you to our network, our mastermind, right? And they each have their own website, okay? You see? And then on the bottom, we will say like, it's a brown member of Beyond Corporate Housing Network, elite partner of Beyond Ivari Properties, right? So you see, as long as like, if you belong to our network, you show them this, and your website is a part of the network like that, wouldn't you think it's a lot more powerful than you just say, hey, can I be your property? Right? So, and we can like guide you through on how to design the logo and everything with this LLC and everything. Don't worry about anything. Okay. The list goes on, right? Does that make sense, people? Yeah. Would that be more valuable? Right. All right. So let's go back to the presentation. All right. So that is how you sublease And then the next thing is, how do you set up to stand out? Okay. So if you want to go to be able to stand out, you got to ask yourself, how do I stand out? Right. That is so important these days with anything, because you got to stand out. Okay. So some of the tips I can give you is, like ladies, they love what? Starbucks gift card, chocolate, flowers, whatever, right? Send them a small gift on Amazon. You don't have to even deliver it, just Amazon it. And then us guys, we just easy going. I mean, we just need a grill, some beer, and some beef, right? So just remember those things, okay? Water in the fridge, right? Or you can go, one of our students, he does like Fiji water in the fridge, which is very creative. Maybe later on you can do your own like logo water, and then we have like furnitures. As far as furniture's discount rental, you can actually rent the furniture as well. They take care of everything for you, and we have the deals for that. And we show you where's the best deals, and then how you can buy or rent it and get, and make your property amazing for the corporate clients, and also to get repeat customers. Build your own list. Okay. All right. So you want to tap into corporate housing, right? So not just vacation rental. Again, it's an amazing way because you want direct bookings from corporate clients. Why? Because direct booking will save you about 20 to 30% of the profit out of Airbnb. Because Airbnb, I love them, but they will charge you like 20% of your profit. Okay. So the quickest way for you to get the corporate clients is basically leverage our network, leverage our mastermind. Okay. However, if you want to do it yourself, you can. I give you the strategy is you call the human resource department of each of the company, the human resource department, HR department, and you can build your list that way and go through it that way too. Okay. But that would just take you 10 times longer. I don't know why anybody would do that, but that's something you can do. That's what we had to do for a long time. Or you just tap into our network. So first month rent, what's the formula? This is the most important, is probably the most important slide here. Second picture. First, what's the initial expense? First month rent plus deposit. You can either buy the furniture or rent the furniture. And what do you charge your corporate clients? You charge them 2 times the rent plus utilities. So for example, let's say first month rent is $2,500. You plus another $2,500 for deposit. You can buy the furniture or rent the furniture, and then you charge like $5,000 to the company plus utilities, like let's say $500. Okay, so overall you make about $2,000 per property per month. Okay, so you want to make 6-figure income, 10K a month, all you need is 5 properties. That's it, guys. And if you just do 2 a month, it's very easy to do with just 5 hours a week. Just a few hours a week, you can do 2 a month. Part-time, side hustle. Because you are just renting. Remember, you're not buying, you're not rehabbing, you're not making rent ready. You are renting something already, rent ready. Somebody already done all the hard work for you. You just roll in, you rent it, and then you furnish it, and then literally the next few days you can rent it out and make money. Make sense? So how fast would you do if it take you just, if you do 2 a month? That's only 2.5 months. You get to 10K a month. Does that make sense? 2.5 months. Okay. Do you know how long it took me to make 10K a month as a pharmacist? 8 years. 8 years. I graduated. 8 freaking long ass hell on earth years, literally, to make 10K a month. Okay. And for those in the corporate world, too, if you work like an engineer or whatever, I have a cousin who's an engineer, and he's so excited because, he's making 6-figure income after 12 years, right? So that whole route is like, man, so don't take lightly this 10K a month thing, but the most important thing is you might make 10K a month, but you don't have to work full-time like I did. You don't have to work overtime like I did, right? You only have to work a few hours a week, guys. That's what ridiculous about this whole plan. It's amazing about it. Okay. So definitely like this will change your life. Guaranteed. Like freaking, I help so many people done this. Stay-at-home moms making 20, 30K a month, truck driver making 10K a month, right? So you don't have to have a PhD in anything. You don't have to be a professional in anything. Literally anybody willing to be coachable, willing to have some persistence, willing to be more of a giver, not just a taker. And I explain all that in. But those are the people that will succeed in this. That's it. That's all the qualities you need: persistent, coachable, and be a giver. Okay. So with this, what are the return on investment? So if you invest first month rent 2,500, first month deposit 2,500. If you buy the furniture, on average, it's about 7,000 for like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So that's your total cost initially is only 12,000 instead of like 120,000 if you buy the property, right? So if your initial investment is only 12,000 and you're making 2,000 a month, you double your money within a year, right? So what kind of return on investment is that? Put down in the chat.
Somebody said 200% in the chat.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. What's the name? Who said that? Give me some names.
That's Vid.
Huh?
Vid.
Vid.
I hope I'm
All right.
pronouncing it right.
Yeah, give Vid a hand. Great job. Yeah, give Vid a hand. So yeah, we want to say the first name of whoever put out a comment in the chat. We want to celebrate them. So yeah,
she says,
great job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great job. Woo-hoo.
And then
Good skills.
yeah, and then here's the kicker. If you rent the furniture, all you need is just 2,500 for the first month. Let's say about on average, right? 2,500 for the rent, 2,500 for the deposit is 5,000. You rent the furniture about 500, maybe 1,000 max. Let's say 1,000. Let's say 6,000. Your initial expense is investment is only 6,000. You're making 2K a month. How many months does it take for you to make your money back? 3 months. Within a year, you quadruple your money. Quadruple, 4x, 400%, right? Question, what kind of return on investment ROI are you getting on your money right now? Okay.
Practically nothing, like 1%.
Yeah, exactly.
In the bank.
In the bank, right? Or in stock or whatever. If you invest in there, 20% a year is ridiculous, right? What if you can make 200 to 400%? Okay. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not CPA, I'm not financial advisor. I'm just telling you what my experience, my personal opinion, and also what my experience are. Whether you believe it or not, up to you. But I have hundreds of people do this. So just think about it. All right. So that's what I mean by a business doesn't require a lot of money. It doesn't require a lot of time. It is this business. This business, the best business I have found in my 20 years being entrepreneurs. And I got the MBA as well. Okay. I'm not talking about just shooting holes here. I actually went to school, also got my master in business. So I understand business somewhat, right? And I've tried all kinds of businesses. I have never found something that you can work just a few hours a week, make multiple 6-figure, backed by real estate, consistent, predictable income, and it doesn't cost you a fortune to get started. Like I had, how many had any kind of brick and mortar business, like real business? I'm talking about restaurants, hotels, whatever, right? Starting point, $200K to $2 million, easy, right? I had a boba tea place, cost me $400K to open, took me a year to build, right? And I had to work full-time for free for like 4 years, and I finally sold it at a loss. Now that's real life for you. Business are for gladiators, man. That's why this is the best, right? That 400K was an absolute mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. But with this, you can literally start with just like 10K, 20K, get like 2 properties, right? build up the profit, do another one, build up the profit, do another one, right? Now you have 50K, 100K, that's great, right? You can do faster, okay? So that's what I mean. All right, success, 80% mindset, 20% strategies. No matter the obstacle, I refuse to give up. That's my superpower, okay? I just learn from the right people and refuse to give up. That's the magic formula right there, all right? So who here would like to play chess with Sir Richard Branson and play poker with Grant Cardone, right? So, and that's what I did, right? So I play some game with Sir Richard, and who you think won in the first game? If you think he won, put an R in the chat. If you think I won, put a C in the chat. I want to
Okay,
see.
let's see who's voting for, who's voting for Richard, who's voting for Dr. C. Who do you think won? Let's see what we got going in the chat.
Yeah, put a C in the
We
chat.
got an R, a C. We got one person that thinks you won, Dr. Chow.
All right, what's the name?
Let's see. Renee thinks that Dr.
Renee.
Chow won.
Right, I like you, Renee. Let's go.
Okay, now Renee has inspired more people to put C's in the chat.
Okay,
We
good.
got Annie, she thinks you won also.
Okay, it's half and half. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I actually won the first game. Why? Why do you think I won? It's the most important question.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was determined to win. Why? Anybody know why I was so wanting to win that first game so bad? Put down in the chat. I'd love to hear some comments.
Well, let's see. Anybody know why he was so determined? Dr. C was so determined to win. I'm thinking about it, and I mean, winning feels good, but you know, if I was your opponent and you won, I'm definitely going to want to play you again because I want a chance to win.
Yeah, you got the right answer right there. What are some answers that people put down?
They said to make a good impression.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
No, okay. So yeah, so the reason why I won because I wanted to play again. and you know, if you're gonna sit down next in front of you is a multi-billionaire, he's worth $5 billion for those who don't know. Sir Richard Branson worth about $5 billion. He owned Virgin United, he owned a cruise line, he owned an airline, he owned like half of the freaking like business out there. Okay. So if you have a chance to sit down with an amazing legend, literally icon like that, when you want to spend more time with him. Okay. So second game, who do you think he won? Who do you think I won? And put down in the chat too.
Does anybody think Dr. C won the second game, or do we think his opponent won? Well, they're thinking that that your opponent won on that one, Renee.
Sir Richard won.
Sir Richard. They're thinking Sir Richard won. We got Raul. Oh, well, Raul actually thinks that you won the second game also.
Okay, cool. So he won the second game. Why? And then I'm trying to teach you something here, guys. Very important. So I hope you learned something.
They're asking, did you let him win this time?
Maybe.
Maybe they said to stay in front of him as long as possible and learn through osmosis.
Yes, exactly. I like that. Who said that?
That was Austin.
Austin, give him a hand, man. Yeah, that's awesome. So when you give a comment, D, can you say like Austin said, blah, blah, whatever, you know?
Yes.
Yes, we don't call him first name. So thanks, Austin. Yes, I love that. That's exactly right. And that's why, you know, he won the second game. I didn't say I'd let him win, but hey, whatever you think. But so that's why we can play the third game, right? Because it's a tiebreaker, okay? But now this is the most important answer, most important question. The third game, who do you think he won? Who do you think I won? Put down in the chat. And why?
Okay, well, people are putting that in the chat. We did have Raul say, there are many ways to win. More time with Sir Richard is a win.
Yes.
Okay. And then he puts a C. We have Renee. She thinks you won the third game. We have Ivy thinks you won the third game.
Yes.
Anybody else?
So So let me remember. He won the third game. Yeah, why? Because I just want to be invited back, guys. That's it. That's the main reason, right? You don't want to disrespect your host. It's not about this game, it's about the game of life. It's about relationship, right? And it worked. I actually got invited to a private dinner, birthday dinner on his cruise, not his yacht, his cruise ship. Okay. I was hanging out with all these billionaires too, like Sarah Blakely, Sarah Blakely, from Spanx was there. Nadeem, Indian billionaire, was there. Yeah, and I have his phone number too, Richard phone number. So, think about that, right? All right. Now I play poker with Grant Cardone on his yacht. There's only like 25 of us. The poker table was only like 5 people to play. So anyway, I thought I was gonna get green pie because I never play for money, right? I hardly ever play poker. He play a lot, and I was like, I didn't even know how to play. I was literally Googling while we play to see how you play. Okay. So anyway, who do you think Grant win and who do you think I win? Put down in the chat.
Okay, now we're playing poker with Grant Cardone.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Austin says he rented that yacht. He rented the yacht. He doesn't own one yet. I thought you said a cruise ship.
No, I'm just saying who won the poker game.
Yeah,
I was Sir Richard Branson on the cruise ship. Now this time I'm taking you to Grant Cardone yacht. Who knew
okay.
was going
Okay. Anybody know who won? Who do you think won this one?
Put a G down if you think he won, and put a C down you think I won. Okay.
Yeah, we got a few now.
Okay, good. So what's what tell me? G, C, G, what?
So we have Renee put a G, we got Raul put a C, we have Natalie put a G, we have Joseph put a C. It's like every other one.
Cool.
Annie
so
put a G.
So I actually won for whatever lucky reason, right? So I won $12,000 from Grant Cardone, right? The biggest question is, what should I do with that $12,000? What would you do if you won $12,000 from Uncle G? Put out some ideas for me. Because I was like, man, I don't know what to do with this.
So with the money you won, anybody think any ideas for the money that they won? While we're doing that, I know Ivy has to leave us, but she's going to look for a link later.
Yeah, I put down the link. I know people are going to leave too. So drop in the link, Nino, for people to book a call with our team if you want to have a conversation and want to see you qualified to be a part of our mastermind mentorship and see what we can do for you. So make sure you drop several link in there, Nino. Right. For those of you online that are watching, you can go to the link in my bio as well. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. There's always a link in the bio that you can click on and schedule a call with our top advisor. We can give you an hour of free strategy to be able to see, where you are, how we can help you. And if we're a good fit, if not, no worries, right? Because we want to make sure that we are a good fit as well. 3 things we look for, again: persistent, coachable, and a giver. Okay. So while we went through that, any ideas in the chat? D? Somebody, Ivy said give to charity. Smart. Yeah, we're gonna go over. Well, we're gonna go over some of it, but but the best thing is schedule a call with our advisor. Yes. Invest in Uncle J. Yeah, give back. Yeah, that's good. D, you muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. So all that stuff I was saying, you didn't hear anything.
No, I was like, what happened? But anyway, so I actually give to charity. I give to his foundation, right? And that's how you build a relationship. Okay. So so that's how you build a relationship. Again, you gotta pop the same link several times if people don't not see it just one time. Don't do this just one time. Do it several times. Okay.
I'll drop it as well.
Yeah. So okay. All right, so I gave it to his foundation. They're helping a lot of kids because I love having kids, right? So I actually have a scholarship program for kids as well for people who in my mastermind. If they have in my mastermind already, and they have kids that are under 17 years old or younger, they can attend all my courses, mastermind for free, right? That's part of my giving back, right?
Wow.
And then of course I hang out with Tony Robbins. I love our motto as the Platinum Partners, our highest level inner circle with him is that the word is our playground and love is our legacy. Okay. Anyway, I learned, persisted, figured out, generate millions of dollars, gave the excuses. So the quickest way to success is mimic, model, master, and multiply. Write it down. You want to find somebody that you can mimic and model, compress decades into days. That's what Tony Robbins said. Compress decades into days. Okay. And then you can multiply. So, okay. So I end with this, and then we can open up to questions. If all this did, guys, if all this did to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it to learn the skill set to do this, right? You got to answer that for you and your family. It's not about me anymore. I already have what I need, what I want for my whole family today. My mom and dad. Here, I'll go over it right now. But if all this did to give you the skill to earn multiple six-figure within the next few months, it doesn't take you 8 years to go back to school, guys. Will be worth it to do this, right? Definitely, right? Yeah. Put some, some comments in the chat, man. Will be worth it for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and most importantly, if all this did to give you the time to spend with your loved one and really have to live a life of passion and purpose, would be worth it to do this. Okay. This is my mom and dad. Today, my mom is a 12 years cancer survivor and thriver, right? I bought her the dream home. We travel around the world together. This was just recently in Miami, Florida, and overlooking the beach, right? And I couldn't do this without, this business. Okay, this business gave me the money, but not more importantly, the time to be able to take her to the doctor, taking care of her, and do all the other stuff, right? So I want you to do that for your family too, right? So picture a day, guys. Picture a day where you're watching the sunset, overlooking the most gorgeous beach, right? At a beautiful destination, and the waves are crashing, the skies is amazing, the birds is singing, right? And you see the look in your mom's eye, in my mom's eye, my dad's eye, and it was like, wow, this is so beautiful. I'm so thankful, son, that you take the leap of faith, going against all the things that everybody, all the naysayers said, including me. I was trying to stop you too, son, but I'm glad that you didn't listen to me and you actually go forward, go after your dream, and you did whatever it takes. So that way, we can have an amazing life today, right now. So picture that day for you, wherever it is for you. Picture your loved one, right? Imagine this already. Just a year from now, you're already doing this business. You're making 20, 30, 40K a month, right? What would happen? What would change in you and your family life? How would you change? Put down some comments in the chat. What would you do for your loved one? What charity will you give? What's your biggest why? What's your big mission? Okay. You want to paint that picture so vividly that you want to hang on to that. And when the tough time comes, which they will, and all the naysayers criticize you and all that, give you all the BS, they will, that you're not going to give up. You're not going to give up to that dream, okay? And someday you will achieve that beautiful day, that perfect, wonderful day as well, that I did, that hundreds of my students did, okay? So the easy way and the hard way. The hard way is you can do this on your own, right? Yes. Can you do this on your own? Absolutely. I'm not going to say anybody cannot do this on their own. It's just going to take you 10 times longer, cost you 10 times more, right? Or you want to go back, disregard all that I said and go back to school or work another dead-end job, making another money and put into the stock market, you can. But here's the thing, check this out. Did you know that in order for you to make 100K a year, you need $2.5 million invested in the stock market or crypto or whatever, multifamily at 4% dividends. How long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? Can I be real here? Right? You don't have to answer me that, but answer for yourself. How long will it take for you at your current saving rate to save $2.5 million? So that way you can just make 10K a month. Okay. It's a pipe dream, guys. It will take like forever. Okay. Or that's the hard way, right? Or I already showed you the easy way. Taking none is up to you. Easy way, just do this part-time, just a few hours a week, and you can make just make 10K a month. All you need 5 properties. You do 2 deals a month. Within 3 months, you get your 5, 6, and making 10, 12K, right? Or you can be an overachiever like one of our stay-at-home mom now. You know, she did 4 in the first 30 days with me. 4, guys. Okay, now she have 15. Okay, and she's making 30K, 20 something K, 30K a month, right? Stay-at-home mom right now. Doesn't have to work anymore. She was a burnout mortgage broker, whatever it was. Okay, so best news, you can start making the money as soon as it's now. You don't have to wait like for years to come to go back to school or to wait for that promotion or whatever. You can control your own economy, guys. What's our philosophy? The best investment you can make is in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. This is from Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, right? It's not from me. So mistake you will make when you leave here is one, not knowing the market, right? Not knowing which is a good deal or bad deal. How many in here understand that a bad deal will cost you 10 times more, right? Time, money, energy. And you know that your time is much more valuable than money, guys. Time is not money. Time is way more valuable than money, okay? And then how many in here know that if you have a good deal and you don't even know it's a good deal, it's not going to last. Good deal is not going to last, okay? What if we can show you whether a good deal or bad deal? We have our coaches, mentors that will teach and guide you what to look for, and also you can filter them out. We can vet all the deals for you and tell you if it's a good deal or bad deal every single day, right? Would it be worth it, right? The other mistake is going at it alone. You know, like it's got to be doing right. I got to do it myself, right? You should think that, you know. Well, first of all, you cannot do anything great, anything big by yourself. Let's face it, okay? Nothing is done that is on a big scale that will change a lot of people's lives that you can do by yourself. No, even like athletes, you know, need a whole team behind them. So not leveraging mentors in their lesson, like think you know it all. Like, you know, that's the most important thing is if you're not coachable, we cannot help you. Okay, simple as that. No matter how talented you are, how smart you are, if you're not coachable, we cannot help you. If you think you know it all, we cannot help you. Okay, lack of motivation, lack of accountability. So that's why we all need system, guys. We all need system, right? How many understand that? You know, we all need system, processes, accountability, a team. We all want to be a part of a team that hold us accountable, right? We want to have coaches. So that's how you're able to get from A to Z so fast, right? Or people wander around aimlessly for years trying to source the clients themselves, call all the companies and trying to find the corporate clients. You know, that's the mistake of thinking that you can just do everything yourself. All right, what's the guarantee? This will blow your mind. If you follow our mastermind coaching and if your first property is not booked after 30 days of it going live on all our platform, we actually pay you the first month rent. Anybody do this in the industry? No. Okay. It's ridiculous. It's a no-brainer guarantee, guys. Okay. So even if you don't get any booking and you follow everything, you don't have to worry about the first month rent. We're going to cover it for you. So there's no risk. In any business, you want to look for asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. You understand? So low risk, high reward. What's the risk in this? Worst thing, you like break even, and then you look for another property and you make money. What's the reward? You're making 25K a year per property, year in and year out, year in and year out, right? Versus like putting like, you know, going back to school, risking another 8 years, 40K, or open a restaurant, risk like 400K, and it take 5 years to just break even. You see what I'm saying? So that's why this is like one of the best opportunity I've ever found. Okay. And this is the best guarantee, no doubt. Okay, who wants more help? Right. So if you want more help, book a call with our advisor on the link below. And then we will guide you through that. Set about 45 minutes to an hour. Have your spouse on there, have your partners on there, and only if you're serious. Okay, please just don't like check out us, and because we have a lot of demand. We have over 250,000 followers on our social media, so we have a lot of people who want to serve the right people who are serious, and we have limited spots, so we can only serve so many people at the same time. So make sure you are coachable on a scale of 1 to 10, at least an 8 or a 9, persistent on 8 or 9, then we can work with you. And if you're a giver, not just a taker, then we can work with you. Okay. Also positive mental attitude as well. Okay. We don't want to deal with people who bitching and moaning, complaining all day. Right. So here's some of our success story. And I
jumped into this group, and I'm happy to report that I had huge success. I received 3 bookings that covered 5 months in 7 days. I'm profiting around $7,000.
We got our first lease signed within a week of joining the program. And that was insane because it was our first big goal, right? Like get our first lease signed, and we saw it as this really big mountain.
Got it set up in a few days, got it listed, and then we got our first booking.
My first month, I was able to lock my property, break the property in. That was gaining me about $4,500.
She's making 20, 30K a month now. Stay-at-home mom.
All different levels of experience, and then of course, we have Dr. Chow, the guru.
Dr. Chow and his team have been absolutely amazing.
So Dr. Chow would do a market analysis with us to show us the best areas to invest and get started in. And that was really helpful. Being part of a community of people that are doing it successfully, it makes you feel confident in the moment.
She retired now. Pharmacist too.
And this is
Retired.
almost happening, right? Aside from setting it up for the very first.
I quit my job 9 to 5, making surgeon money, really good money.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Honestly, we're happier than ever.
B&B secrets.
You gotta do it. Burn your boats, man. Man, you just gotta surround yourself with people that are like-minded, share the same passion for life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And that's this group. Get in this group. You'll do it. You'll quit your job.
That's right. Well, yeah.
In your 20s and be free.
Absolutely.
Right? That is awesome, man. I love these guys. How many properties do you have? 7.
She got 15 now, guys. 15.
4 months.
1,500 to 2,500 a month.
Per home. Yeah. That's 6-figure income right here, right? And you're about to get freedom, right?
Definitely.
She already got her freedom.
Yeah.
She traveled the world now.
It's 2 months, and the second one plan is to do a lot more very soon. This guy is great, man. You gotta check him out. He's awesome. If I was you, I would join right away.
Awesome, man. Join us, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun right here,
All right, freedom. Yes. So let's open it for questions now.
Yes, I have several questions. So can I go ahead and start and
Yes,
see how
yes.
many we can get to?
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm just tracking this last one. So actually, the first question that we had, we don't have a name because their name wasn't programmed in. It just said Zoom user. But they said, what happens if the landlords want to terminate the agreement or if the owners want to sell the property?
Landlord terminate the agreement. Oh yeah, great question. So yeah, so if the landlord want to sell or they want to terminate, then you just move to another place and make money at another location. That's it. But it rarely happens from my experience, because if you do all that I teach you to do, or to be the best tenants, they're gonna love you and they want to hold on to that. They don't want to end the termination of the lease, right? They want to actually give you more properties. So after your first like 5 properties, after my first 5, I don't ever have to find make cold calls or find more property. They just come off from referral. So you have plenty of properties to look for. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a win-win situation. So we have a question from B. Duke that says, how do you avoid HOAs despite the location being very good if they try to terminate you or remove you?
Avoid the HOA?
Yes.
Yeah, some HOA are not that great. So I mean, the way that you can, because the way that we set up is minimum 30 nights. So a lot of HOA will give you issues because you do vacation rental. They don't want anything less than 30 nights because there's too many transient in and out, right? So if it's minimum 30 nights, you can escape a lot of the regulations that come with most of the HOA. That's why our business is so much better. You know, what our differentiating factor is so much better because we do corporate housing, so minimum 39 stays usually.
Okay. So another question is this different? It's not actually listing on Airbnb, but through your network?
Can you say who's the name?
This one doesn't have a name either.
Okay. What's the question?
Is this actually listing on Airbnb or is it listing through your network?
Listing on Airbnb or listing through the network. So this is listing on Airbnb and on all the other platforms that we have, and also all the other sources that we have as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So another question that we have is
from
B. Duke. What's your best method for entity formation and maximizing tax avoidance and tax free?
Yes, so great question. It's coming out at the end of the year. So with this business, guys, you can qualify for be a real estate professionals by the number of hours you do per year, depending on your state, about 500 to 700 hours. And with that, you come with the most benefit with tax write-off, right? So that's why this is an amazing business to get into, just for the tax write-off. And of course, I'm not a tax attorney. However, we have the partnership with the top tax and LLC advisor that you can have a free strategy call with, right? Worth about consultation call, worth like $2,000 worth. And so we can hook you up with that to open up the LLC and do all the tax stuff the right way. But yeah, this is the best way, especially if you are a W-2. This will help you so much. I wish I do this earlier because I was paying like 30% to the Uncle Sam, with taxes as a W-2 high paying job.
Thank you so much for that answer. Now, Austin says he's waiting for how to run his 4 Airbnbs in another state. This is the hard part for me, he says. Hopefully you can help me on this.
So yeah, so that's the loaded question, but yeah, we can definitely help. As far as we have students that have multiple licenses, and the good thing about our mastermind is that that's why we created it, so people can partner us up, right? So if you have somebody in another state, and we are in the same program, we follow the same teaching and everything, everybody on the same page, it's so much easier to partner up, right, and do this model in other states as well. And maybe somebody have funding, but somebody have the what we call it, the sweat equity, so they can do all the work, but the funding people that they don't want to do the work, they just want to do the funding, right? So we have all of that as well. So yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. So this isn't a question, but I wanted to let you know that Raul said congratulations on your mother's recovery, and that is a blessing.
Thank you, Raul.
B. Duke said, bless your mom and your family.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Amy just said, so amazing when you were just talking about the business and the experiences that's provided for you and your family. Amy said that is so amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Also, I think this is a little emoji symbol from Fred. He says, Dr. Chow for 2024. I think he
Right,
wants you to
yeah.
run for president.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you, Fred.
And
Okay.
from D. Wow.
Well, what's the startup cost? Okay, so again, the startup cost is first month rent, first month deposit, and then furnitures. So for the Airbnb. Now for the mentorship, that just apply to the mentorship and see where you are, and then we basically it's a separate conversation depending on where you are and what you want to do with that.
We had
But yeah, so the return on investment, remember guys, is it's a ridiculous, like 200 to 400% return, because you're only paying for the rent, right? And then you make money right away, and you have outsources. So, and then furniture, you can even rent them, you don't even have to buy it. So the cost is very minimal compared to any other business, and then you make hundreds of percents of return on investment.
Yes. B. Dukes says, what is your process or method to automate the properties?
Yeah, so we have a lot of different ways to do that with different systems and stuff like that as well. So yeah, that's part of our process that we don't have a lot of time to go into detail. But yeah, we do have system processes, checklists, all of that in place, so that way you can manage properties remotely, right? So most of my properties, I don't even have to go there anymore. I have a team who does everything, and I just go wherever I want to go, travel and hang out, right? So yeah, okay.
Yeah. But as part of your program, you show them how to do these, and you answer all of these questions to that process. We had Austin say, what's your process and maybe worries, depending on the state, if they try to squat, since it's 30 days or longer?
Yeah, so great question. So check this out. For 7 years, for my corporate clients, right? For my corporate clients, how many evictions do you think I dealt with in 7 years doing this for corporate clients? Actual companies.
I would say none, my guess.
Yeah, put down in the chat. Yeah, 0 is the correct answer. Isn't that amazing? How
Yes.
would you like to have a landlord business where you don't have to deal with evictions? Right? Now, why? Because these are companies. These people have money. These people don't want to lose the whole company just for, whatever. And then these people who the corporate, the employees, they don't want to lose their job. If they squat at your property, they're losing their job, right? They don't want that. So that's why. Okay. Now, did I have to evict people squat when they do vacation rental? When I did vacation rental, yes. Okay. Yes. When I did long-term rental, yes, absolutely. It's a nightmare. I don't want to do that. No more. That's why I focus on this. Okay.
Right. Now, D. Wall said, and you might have already addressed this, would love to know what actually qualifies us for this program. And I believe you said that's just to book a call to find that out.
No, to qualify is, again, I think one, but system on a scale 1 to 10, you at least got to have an 8 or a 9. Okay. If you rank below that, don't contact us. Number 2, most importantly, be coachable. On a scale 1 to 10, what are you? How coachable are you? On 8, 9, 10, we can take you. And then, are you a giver, not just a taker? And is your attitude, have positive mental attitude or the negative attitude, right? So we want to make sure it's a good fit for both of us, because it's a small mastermind. We want to keep it that way. We want to accept people who are right for us and right for you, and we want to blow this thing up together and help a lot of people, right? We're not looking for everybody. Okay, those are the qualifications to work with us.
And so B. Duke says, any leveraging a property not using a loan, but maybe grants?
Grants? No, grants is a lot harder to get. A loan is a lot easier to get. Yeah, I wouldn't go down the grant route. It doesn't matter anyway. If you make money, right? So let's say, like, even if you have to pay like 15-20% of the loan, but you're making 200%, why does it matter? You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's so important to switch the mindset, because people don't understand. People just look at the cost, they look at that, but they don't balance it out with the reward. Okay, If you can make 10 times the money, you know, and you know, so you're telling me that you can do 10 deals, and if 9 of them is wrong, but 1 of them is right, you pretty much break even. You have like amazing chances of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why the return on investment is so important.
Yes. And Raul said that he had to go, but he said he scheduled a call, very educational and inspiring webinar. But we do have a question. Someone is wondering, how do you qualify for the rental with your own income? Are there alternatives to qualifying for the rental with an income other than just your own personal income?
Let me look at the question. Who said this?
Well, they sent me a direct message privately,
Oh.
which is why I didn't say the name.
Okay, what's the question?
Okay, so they're wondering about how do you qualify for the rental? So like, is there another way or alternatives to qualify for these rentals without just using your own income?
Qualify to rent the property. Okay,
Right.
gotcha. So it's all about, and we teach you how to do this too. So a lot of it is relationship. Okay. If you can form a pretty good relationship, sometimes the landlord just trusts you, right? If you contact property owners instead of, you know, the big, you know, property manager, right? The property owner have a lot of leeway. And if they like you and trust you, they don't even have to see your income. Okay. Or you can partner up with somebody in the group that has the income to show, right, to help you out, right? Or like you be doing this with a business, with an LLC anyway. So, you know, so if they ask you for your income, maybe you can talk your way into it. As far as, you know, now, is it harder? Yes. If you don't have a lot of income to prove, it will be harder. However, what are your other options, right? This is the way to you to get money, get business going fast, and you can leverage other people partnership as well.
Okay. So that's the end of the questions. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, just schedule a call with the team if you are serious, and then we go through the whole process with you. Okay.
Wow, Dr. Chow, that was absolutely amazing. So informative, so inspiring. You know, I'm, you know, looking forward to, you know, moving forward in this as well. It's just a great way to make passive income and have that complete financial freedom that not only do we so deeply want, but we deserve. We deserve to have this life and to give better lives to ourselves, to our families, and be able to help others and contribute to the world in a greater way than what we already are. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing. Please go ahead and book your call if you have not. If you learned something today, would you put a comment, drop a comment? Let us know. Did you enjoy this? Did you learn something new? Are you glad you came today? And remember to connect in the Facebook group. And Dr. Chow, do you have any other closing comments for us?
Yeah, just share this with everybody, guys, and join our Facebook group. You know, just drop a link in the Facebook for the Facebook group so they can join us there and get a lot more content for you there. And with that, guys, just go ahead, unmute everybody, and let's count down and let's yell out freedom. Okay, so I'm going to count from 10 to 1, and then go ahead and unmute everybody, Nino. So I'm going to start counting with me, okay? And we're going to bring it in like this. Bring it in, okay? Everybody bring it in, put your thumb in. Yeah, or your hand in like this, okay? So you're ready to count? Nino, unmute everyone. Okay. Right now. So 10, 9, 8. Count with me, guys. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freedom! Yes. Freedom, guys. Freedom is not free. Remember, fight for your freedom, okay? Do whatever it takes, guys.
All right, thank you.
Take care. Much love. Good night.